By early 1940, darkness had fallen over Europe. France, Belgium, and Holland lay crushed beneath the iron boot of Nazi Germany. Only Britain remained, a lonely island of light in a sea of shadow. In London, a new prime minister refused to bow. Winston Churchill's words steeled a nation. The Battle of France is over. The Battle of Britain is about to begin. Across the Channel, the Luftwaffe assembled a mighty armada. Thousands of bombers and fighters, engines roaring, ready to strike. Along Britain's southern coast, radar operators watched their screens. Strange blips appeared. The first warning of invasion from the skies. High above the Channel, dark formations of German bombers crossed into British airspace. The battle had begun. Below, the people of Britain watched the skies, anxious, uncertain, yet unbroken. Inside RAF control rooms, the call went out. Scramble! Scramble! The defenders of Britain took to the air. Across green airfields, young pilots sprinted to their fighters, determined, fearless, knowing what was at stake. Engines roared as Spitfires and Hurricanes leapt into the air. Britain's Guardians rising to meet the enemy over the Channel. The first shots were fired. The Battle of Britain had truly begun. The Spitfire, sleek, agile, and deadly. In the hands of brave young pilots, it became a symbol of British defiance in the skies. The rugged Hurricane bore the brunt of the fighting. Less glamorous than the Spitfire, yet the workhorse of victory inside. The cockpit of the enemy, the sky was chaos. Flashes of light, tracer fire, and the constant struggle to survive. A German bomber limped homeward, smoke trailing from its engines, a grim reminder that the skies over Britain were no longer theirs. Behind every victory lay coordination, the Dowding system, a network of radar, observers, and controllers guiding the fight from the ground. At the center of the storm, calm voices directed chaos. Controllers sending squadrons to intercept enemy waves with precision. Radar screens pulsed with danger, each blip a signal that death was approaching from across the Channel. From the ground, Britain struck back. Anti-aircraft guns thundered, filling the skies with defiance. For every victory, there was loss. Across the countryside, the wrecks of war scarred the green fields of England. In quiet moments between missions, RAF pilots gathered once more, studying maps, sharing courage, ready to rise again. In Berlin, Hitler's patience snapped. The skies over Britain had defied him, and his dream of invasion began to crumble. Defeated in the air, the Luftwaffe turned its fury toward Britain's cities. The war would now descend upon the innocent. At dusk, airfields in occupied France came alive. Bombers were armed for a new mission, to burn London to ashes. As night fell, London lay peaceful and unaware, a heartbeat of calm before the storm. Then the sirens wailed. The Blitz had begun. London was under fire from the skies. Amid the inferno, one symbol stood unbroken, St. Paul's Cathedral shining defiantly through the smoke. Below ground, Londoners huddled together in the underground. Strangers turned into family by war. Above them, heroes battled the flames. Firefighters fought through smoke and rubble to save what could be saved. Even in the ashes, the British spirit endured. Shops reopened, signs read, business as usual. While London burned, the pilots who defended it took brief moments of rest, exhausted but unyielding. September 15th, 1940, the day that would decide Britain's fate. The pilots gathered one last time, weary but ready for the greatest fight of their lives. From across the Channel, the largest armada of enemy aircraft ever assembled darkened the sky. The Luftwaffe was coming, one last attempt to crush Britain. At once, the call went out. All squadrons scramble. Every able pilot took to the sky. Britain was all in. The sky above England erupted into chaos. Hundreds of planes twisting, diving, firing. The fate of a nation hung in the clouds. RAF fighters tore into the enemy formations. German bombers fell in flames. The hunters had become the hunted. For a few precious seconds, triumph filled the sky. Victorious pilots rolled their aircraft in celebration. Alive and still free, broken and scattered, the Luftwaffe turned for home. The tide had turned. Britain had stood firm. On the ground, the cost was clear. The wrecks of enemy bombers lay across British fields, proof that the skies were defended. In the operations room, the tension finally broke. The radar screens were clear. The invasion had been stopped, and from the voice of a grateful nation came words that would echo through history. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. In defeat and fury, Hitler abandoned his dream of invading Britain. Operation Sea Lion was dead. The island stood unconquered. They were called the Few, young men who faced impossible odds, fought with courage, and changed the course of history. Even as the bombs fell silent, London rose again. Its people cleared the rubble brick by brick, rebuilding hope from ashes. Britain's stand inspired the world. From that courage, new alliances were forged. The beginning of a united fight against tyranny. The technology that saved Britain, radar, would go on to shape the future of warfare and innovation. Today, the Spitfire rests in museums, not as a relic of war, but as a symbol of freedom, courage, and ingenuity. On the cliffs of Dover stands a quiet monument, a tribute to those who fought for the sky and for freedom. Years later, the few who survived still remember the sound of engines the comrades lost and the cause they fought for. The sun rose over a free Britain, battered but unbroken. The dawn of a new era began. They were the few who gave everything so that freedom might live. We will remember them.